The news you can count on. Mayport to Ponte Vedra Beach. The Island Times News Update begins right now. Here's Tom Patton.
Welcome to the Island Times News Update. I'm Tom Patton. A proposal put forth by a group calling itself the Atlantic Beach Sea Turtle Watch was discussed Monday night by the Atlantic Beach Commission. The proposal for the all-volunteer program was intended to provide better education and information to interested residents and friends of Atlantic Beach. It was submitted by Atlantic Beach resident Lou Catania and backed by several other Atlantic Beach residents. But the proposal contained an idea that was considered controversial by some, including the existing Sea Turtle Patrol group. The new group wanted to publish a weekly report of sea turtle nests with hatching window dates provided to the city for posting on the COAB website. Several residents came before the commission to say there are already far too many people on the beach during nesting season who interfere with the turtles as they make their first dash to the water. Flash photography is a serious problem, they said, and often as many as 50 to 100 people will gather near a nest to watch the hatchlings emerge from the sand. While the members of the commission agreed that there is a problem that requires educating the public, Commissioner Jimmy Hill said that the problem is not one that needs to be addressed by Atlantic Beach on its own.
But education is the key to the survival of this species because our beaches are not the same as they were in the 50s and 60s. They are dramatically different. The people living here know less about them than people did. So I think it's critical that somebody start an increase in education because from almost everyone that spoke, big crowds are gathering whether you invite them or not. Technology's changed that, so we have to address that. We have to do something as a society to deal with it.
The commissioners pointed out that rules governing behavior around nesting sea turtles is governed by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission, which runs education programs and issues permits for groups like the Sea Turtle Patrol to assist in management of the animals. The commission had received an email from one Sea Turtle Patrol member that if the commission voted to support the new group, the local permit would be pulled the next day. Mayor Mitch Reeves pointed out that the topic was on the agenda for discussion only and there would be no vote. And while he said he had a lot of respect for the Sea Turtle Patrol, he also chastised the group for that threat.
To say if we didn't take any type of action tonight, they would withdraw the permit. Who gets hurt from that? The turtles. I don't get hurt from it. You don't get hurt. But I thought the whole project was to protect the turtles. And to stand and send an email and say, we will tomorrow pull that permit, I hope that that's rescinded and says tomorrow we will work with the commission and everyone to do two things. I think Commissioner Stinson hit it right on there. The first thing that started this turtle incident was that we're one of the cities that does not have an ordinance to fine people or to get the police involved when people don't turn the lights out. I think that we need to do that.
Reeves said the city needs to make flyers to hang on people's doors who live oceanfront to remind them to turn their lights off during nesting season. The education effort should also extend to hotels and restaurants for people who don't live at the beach. The person who brought the proposal to the commission said the idea had been the subject of a misinformation campaign, both with the commission and with the Fish and Wildlife Department. Lou Catania said they never intended it to be an interactive experience with the turtles. The commission directed interim city manager Kevin Hogenkamp to handle the situation, and it will not come back before the commission for a vote. The panel also directed City Attorney Brenna Durden to craft legislation that regulates lights on oceanfront houses during turtle nesting season. The Atlantic Beach Commission did approve the job requirements for its new city manager. Interim City Manager Kevin Hogenkamp recommended the approval of the job description as it's written.
The only changes to the position description and what you'll see in your packet than what we presented at the City Commission work session is the qualifications added at the end. We're not asking you, after all, to approve a matrix that would be used in the analysis of the candidates. Instead, we are developing a matrix that we'll use in a later phase of screening. So we're not asking you, after all, to approve a matrix. Instead, the job description alone.
Commissioner Jimmy Hill asked if there was a contingency plan should no applicant have the necessary qualifications. But Mayor Mitch Reeves said that he's confident they will find the right person and that the city is in very capable hands with Hogenkamp until such time as the right candidate is identified and hired. But when we come back, drones are coming to Mayport. This is the Island Times News Update.
The news you can count on. The Island Times News Update will be right back.
Beaches Academy Child Care Center in Jacksonville Beach has been offering affordable, loving child care to families in the Beaches communities for 35 years. Conveniently located on Penman Road, Beaches Academy offers care for children from infants through preschool, with programs that encourage learning and outdoor play. Our affordable tuition means families can get quality child care at a price that fits their budget. Contact Beaches Academy at 246-3885 and schedule a tour of our center. Beaches Academy, the child always comes first. Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning in Atlantic Beach offers a full range of residential and commercial heating and air conditioning services, from new installation to replacement and remodeling. Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning can keep your home comfortable year-round, and they offer preventive maintenance contracts to keep your system running at peak efficiency. Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning is an authorized Bryant dealer and will service all brands. For year-round comfort in your home or business, contact the original Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning at 241-1788.
Welcome back to the Island Times News Update. I'm Tom Patton. Following an internal discussion to review Beaches Energy's electric rates, the Jacksonville Beach City staff is proposing to increase the non-fuel portion of the energy rate by $1 per 1,000 kilowatt hours to offset the increase in operating costs and planned capital improvements. At the same time, the bulk power adjustment will be cut by $2 per 1,000 kilowatt hours, which will mean a net decrease of $1 per 1,000 kilowatt hours. The city has reduced electric rates by $21 per 1,000 kilowatt hours since 2010, according to City Manager George Forbes. It represents a decrease of $141 to $262 annually per household and much more for commercial customers depending on their usage. The new rate schedule must be approved by the City Council, and it's on the agenda for Tuesday night's meeting. That meeting has been moved to Tuesday night due to the President's Day holiday on Monday. The Neptune Beach City Council meeting day has also been changed to Tuesday. The Navy has selected Naval Station Mayport to base its new squadron of unmanned aerial surveillance drones. Naval Station Mayport was selected from 3 finalists the Navy named in April. The 2 other finalists were Naval Air Station Key West and the NASA Flight Facility in Wallops Island, Virginia. The Navy's MQ-4C Triton unmanned aerial vehicle is capable of flying for more than 24 hours at a time and surveying over 2.7 million square miles in a single mission. It's used to provide sailors and naval officers with real-time intelligence and surveillance, as well as assist in maritime search and rescue operations. In addition to the 8 Triton drones, up to 400 sailors and their families will be stationed at Mayport. Well, here are some of the events happening around the beach this coming week. On Tuesday, it's the monthly classic car cruise in the Jacksonville Beach Central Business District. Proud owners bring their classic cars to the downtown area and show them off, and then they'll head out for a cruise around town at 7 o'clock. The event is free. On Saturday and Sunday, the 25th and 26th, it's the Seawalk Music Festival, which features local artists and food vendors. This free 2-day event is held at the beach at the Seawalk Pavilion on 1st Street just behind Jacksonville Beach City Hall. You can hear some of the best up-and-coming talent from the First Coast and taste and experience great offerings from local vendors and mobile eateries. Join Jacksonville Beach for this family-friendly kickoff to summer. Atlantic Beach reminds residents that permits for fires on the beach are available until February 28th. There will be no beach fire permits issued from March 1st to October 31st.
The news you can count on. Mayport to Ponte Vedra Beach, forecasting your beaches. This is your local look weather.
The National Weather Service says we can expect a chance of showers on Saturday and Saturday night, but then back to sunny skies on Sunday. Highs over the weekend will be in the upper 60s with lows in the upper 50s. Then plenty of sunshine to start the week. The highs will climb back into the low 70s. The Island Times is always digital, always free at theislandtimes.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to be the first to know about stories posted on the Island Times. I'm Tom Patton. Thanks for watching.